Let's start our meeting, so we can all stand and say the word. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of America and to the republic for which it stands. Both liberty and justice for all. Jim?
Please join in prayer for meditation as I say, blessed food to our use and us to thy service. Amen.
Amen. Sorry, I'm helping with food service. I'm sorry. What do we do next after Song. Is Chip here?
Yes.
Here we go.
In light of the interesting week we've had, or weeks recently in Washington, and of course tonight is the State of the Union address. Let's see if we can get God to bless America. Page 9.
If I had a hammer. One reminder. Stanley, settle down over there. John, what's doing?
I'll take it.
You're not begging yet, John. What's going on? Couple of announcements. One, a reminder, next Saturday, not this one, but next Saturday is our Rotary cleanup of Route 184. We assemble over at the Meatland parking lot at about 8:30. 9. Who is coming? Can I see a raise of hands if you are coming? 1, 2. I got the Childs in. I've got Chuck's in. John's in. Bill. Sorry, Karen, Jason, myself. Are we gonna have
Interact club.
okay, we gonna have any students coming up?
We'll work on that.
Okay. So as many as we can get, that would be great. Again, a reminder, it is Cape Charles Day on Saturday as well. Next Saturday, they will be doing lunch. Their town council will be grilling hot dogs. It is actually not in Central Park as I first thought. They moved it to the back end of the harbor. There's a little park back there. That's what it's gonna be. So that's where we will gather. If you want to stick around after we do our cleanups and go have some snacks with the town council and citizens. Okay?
We'll also be honoring Smitty though.
And Smitty. So I think they are going to be recognizing Smitty Dye as our former mayor. Are we having a booth there? Say that again. A booth? We are. Mark Usry has committed to having a table at the event as well. So we are going to need a couple of Rotarians to be there. Libby, you're willing to do that? To kind of just promote the word of Rotary at this event. Anybody else with the Paul? You have your hand raised?
Nope.
Okay. I actually have no other announcements, so I'm cutting it short today. I'm going to open the floor. Anybody else have announcements? Bill.
Humphrey is back. Humphrey the hamster. So after Rotary next week at 2:00, central office will be putting labels in the books. A lot of you have done that before. Who's done that before? So we want you to come back, but we want to have others join, and you can get out of there in about 45 minutes to an hour. at
Okay.
2 o'clock after next week's meeting.
Okay,
Central office.
Walter.
I like Randy, was a gift for the club.
Oh. Take the gift. We have a banner that we hang these on, so thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll have to get you one of ours to bring back to your club.
do.
People do that. Randy, I'm so glad you're here today. Any other announcements? Hearing none? I'm gonna move on to our happy dollars first. Who's happy?
I am $20 happy, $10 each for Walter and Randy, who were very kind on short notice to help out Friday at the parking, conduct all the parking for the Habitat event.
And Bill didn't do.
What?
I was saying, what happened to your other elves?
Well, no, they served the week before, when I forgot to tell them that the event had been moved.
And they wondered why it was so easy.
Right, so they served, I'm sorry, it's 5, 5, 5, and 5. Okay? The whole crew. Thank you very much.
Very good. Any other happy dollars today? John?
Maybe I've been missing, we got some people I don't recognize. Got my wow, we got garlic, we got the town, so it's like $20 to be there.
Well, we appreciate that you have missed our meetings, that you don't know all of our fellow club members. Any other happiness you want to share today? Hearing none, I'm gonna do our drawing for Queen of Hearts. Everybody have a chance to buy your cards today for the Queen of Hearts. With that said, who might have the higher card?
It's the time.
Oh!
Very nice of Joan to let you have it.
Oh. So with that said, somebody else will have to, no, it's this one. You got, let me get all the money to divvy it up.
Hey. Wait,
Don't know.
wow.
File. Let's see, so what's my card, Bill? We'll take the very first one.
Guess what, guys?
3 of diamonds, I did not win, so we are alive for another week.
I'd like to do a happy dollar again.
Okay.
Can you open that up? Guess who's on Zoom?
Diane.
Jackie.
Go around, 'cause we don't believe.
Wait, that's, Jackie, you're worth $20. So, Randy, you brought a high card, right?
Yes, I did.
So you get $10.
All right. I'll come get
I'll
it.
give it to you later.
$10. Any other thing before I'm moving on to our program? Some feel a little disjointed. I just got my food, so I'm ready. And I saw the table, I haven't gotten served yet.
Okay.
In that regard, I know we have a committee that's working on talking with the restaurant owners. I hope you guys are working on that. Look at the committee. Sorry. Anyway.
I need to talk to Jim about it.
Okay. With that said, today we have Karen Zamorsky, who's the executive director of the Cape Charles Main Street, here to talk to us about how they're doing in their programs and initiatives and give us an overall view of all business things in the town of Cape Charles. So Karen, the floor is yours. Feel free to ask questions along the way, or she'll ask you at the end for any questions.
Okay.
You're up. Come on up.
I am just gonna spread a lot more people here than I expected today. I'm gonna spread. Those are some of our annual reports. I didn't know this is my past year, fiscal year one. The other thing is our, The presentation I have today, I don't have a lot of copies of, so I talked to Billy, said I could hand out a few and you could maybe share. I'm happy to send it to anybody. Here, probably that way, a couple over this way. So if you guys could share those, I'm gonna run through it, and give an overview. If anybody wants it in electronic format, I'm happy to send it out afterwards. So my first thing I wanted to do, I met with businesses a few weeks ago, and what surprised me is they said, we don't really know what Cape Charles Main Street does all the time. They think we just do events, and we do so much more. And I wanted to make sure everybody really had a good handle on what it is that we have been doing. So in this presentation, I took the one I gave to town council. I do it twice a year. I wanted to let everybody know how many grants and things we're working on, where that grant money is going in town. So in 2024, fiscal year 24, and our fiscal year is from July 1 to June 30. So this was as of last June 30th, we closed out $169,713 in grants that went back into the town of Cape Charles. I'll talk more about where those went. In 2025, because we cross over, so July 1 of 24, up through now, we're still in now fiscal year 25, we got another $273,483 in grants. So for a total of $443,190, almost $497. All grant money that we pulled from either Northampton County, some from Virginia Tourism, some from Department of Housing and Community Development. So they come from several different places. So one of the things we did this past year also to raise some funds, we did beach wheelchair. We raised for Giving Tuesday. That's always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. The beach wheelchair campaign, we hope to be able to buy the town one new beach wheelchair. We ended up with 2 new chairs and enough left over to fix the third one that they already had that really wasn't very good. So we have 3 beach wheelchairs that are all in town now. Last summer, they actually had them in for late last summer. All 3 were out at the same time. People were literally calling Virginia Beach to get wheelchairs to bring over to our beach when they came on vacation. Now they can get them here. They are free. And those wheelchairs can be reserved by calling the town offices, and you're calling John's assistant, Courtney, and she will book them.
When you book a wheelchair, how does that operation work?
So you call Courtney and tell her the week you want a beach wheelchair. She will let Ralph in Public Works know. Ralph will actually bring it to your house, drop it off, and he will come and pick it up when you're done with it. So
Hold it all day?
yeah, absolutely can. They rent them, they give them out by the week. Yep, so those are free to use in town. So on the grants, where some of the money obviously has gone, and thanks to the Eastern Shore Post, they did an article last week. I don't know how many people saw it on the train car. We've invested between grants and money we've raised over $160,000 to get that train car moved to where it is now behind the distillery and to get it up on its tracks. And it will be the future home of the Welcome Center where we're planning to put the public restrooms. So that project actually, yeah, well, fingers crossed, we're still waiting. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to go somewhere. But the car is done. If you haven't seen it, it looks great. Emily Smith did a great job in painting all the silhouettes in the windows. Matthew Freeze did a great job painting the car. Stephen Cobb, he did the roof. Barry Downing, he fixed all of the metal on that and added the end caps where the people, he thought we needed a kind of a presidential end. So they, like when they used to go along the train on their campaign trail, wave. So he did a great job with that. So we finished that project for the time being. We are getting ready to open Strawberry Street Plaza again. I got another $75,000 of grant money went towards Strawberry Street Plaza. We're adding some more pavers in the back. We added 5 picnic tables the end of last summer as a part of this project. The two are wheelchair capable, so we have those spread around the plaza. And we just got the footers in each of the 4 beds to add 4 large shade umbrellas. So what that does is that helps a lot of the businesses in town that sell grab-and-go food or ground dog ice cream or Cowlicks, frozen yogurts. They all will have a place that they can go sit in the shade and enjoy grab-and-go food. So it's a wonderful place for them to be able to hang out. We are currently in the process, we spent 25,000 of the grant money on the beach bathroom. That is being worked on now. We're fixing the roof. We basically emptied out the insides, did all new fixtures, painted. We added, we're doing new cement. We're putting shower in the back. That's the only thing I'm short on right now. I've got to find a little bit more money to finish the showers. So working on it. But that'll be done before the season. Hopefully it'll be done here in April. So at least if we don't have new bathrooms, we have one that will look brand new and available at the beach. Pardon?
Doors.
Oh yeah, it's got new doors. It's all been refurbished. The whole thing's been refurbished. Oh, we spent another 20,000 for Virginia Tourism on the marketing of Cape Charles. And I want people to know we don't market Cape Charles in the summer at all. We market Cape Charles for the off season. So when I do ads or any kind of advertorials, they're always for the off season. So anytime from September through up till about May 1st, because after that, it takes care of itself. I think everybody would probably agree with that. We are getting ready to start some new projects. One of them is what we call the Gateway Beautification Project. That project is one that we decided it's a multi-phase project, multi-year project. The first phase, we got a grant of almost $17,000 to do just kind of like a survey study. And that is to look at the corner of Route 13, where you would turn off on 184 to come into Cape Charles, and that pathway all the way into where Fig Street is. So that's what we're calling the beautification gateway. We know all the property owners. We met with Canoni, we haven't talked to VDOT yet. That's coming. And we'll bring in all the homeowners, but we now know what all the property owners are. And we're looking at what kind of an entrance gateway do we want to put up at Route 13 that says, hey, it might be worth turning off 13 and taking a little trip down this road because we don't know what's down there. Because I think a lot of people would agree right now when there's no reason to turn off 13 unless you already know Cape Charles is there and that's where you're going. So from the standpoint of helping our businesses and people find Cape Charles when they might not even know they're looking for it, we're looking at doing some sort of entrance there, but then it's all of the plantings and things that go all the way down 13, because I know you all work so hard every year cleaning them up, right? So we're looking at what can we do to help enhance all of that landscaping and things that go down 13 or from 13 into town. Yes, Bill.
Could you add to that if you have the money, billboards, about a half mile before the intersection, directing people to turn?
Oh, you mean on 13?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Right now, we haven't even raised money for this project yet. A lot of it's gonna be grant driven.
But that would help too.
Yeah, absolutely would.
I think Bay Creek has a sign.
Yeah, they have. So.
I think it's correct. First of all, it's all about Bay Creek, not Cape Charles. And maybe it could be, or, general turn here for break times. Good idea. You can't overdo that.
Yeah, well, that's something I'll make
If you have
note
the
of that.
money.
If we have the money, you never know. So let's see, so that's just a couple of them, because we are going to be looking to raise additional funds as soon as the final location for the Welcome Center will be, because God knows we need public restrooms down in Cape Charles. Right now, all we have is those two, men's and women's room at the beach front. And that's not sufficient. And in the park. And the Silver Bullet, which, yeah, Main Street raised $25,000 through a grant to put the Silver Bullet there as a stopgap. But it's kind of, it's wearing thin. I think that one is. And if you talk to Ralph, I mean, they're repairing it, I think, every other month. So we need to do something to fix that. Yes,
So on the rail car,
yeah.
are you all gonna have where people can access from the one end to the other, photo out
Pardon? I would get access to the park?
to the end of the car?
No, we're not. We've taken the stairway off because it could be a hazard. The way it.
Yeah, the adults, it says Johnny or Susie up there, take pictures and everything else.
Yeah, what we're working on right now are storyboards to go around it to tell the story of Cape Charles and the founding of Cape Charles by the railroad. So those will be installed around it, and we will be looking to put men around it so people can do a walkway around it. But we were not planning for people to be in or on the park.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you can't get in it. We've locked it up. Yeah. No, so that's the plan, is to keep people off of it, but be able to go around and read about all of the history of the railroad. But we've already covered that with grants as well. It's a moment, and thank all of our volunteers, the Rotary, all of you being a part of that. In our fiscal year 24, we had 6,734 hours donated by people like yourselves. And to date, Main Street has had 14 donated, which equates to $403,761 of people's time to all the projects that we do and events and the things that you do on a regular basis to help with our project. Just so you know, we do a lot with research and where people come from and how our marketing efforts are working. And one of the things that people had said was that we need to spread out our seasons, our shoulder seasons, because we get this big bell curve, obviously, of people coming into Cape Charles, June, July, August. And I can tell you it is working. And in the presentation, I have shared some of the marketing data that we pulled. And it shows that where we had a bell curve of that June, July, August, even as far back as 22, it started to spread. But in 23, it really spread. So where we used to have nothing really until May or June, we now are starting to see in March, April. And Love Run, which is coming up April 26th, those are the types of events that we pulled, events that can grow. And the gosh, is that Love Run growing. We had 32 people signed up. To date this year, we already have 150 signed up, and it's not till April 26th. So we think we will far surpass the 300 we had last year. So that brings people into town in the off season. So that's the love sign. We are starting it there this year, but we are ending it at Strawberry Street Plaza, because that same day, later in the day, will be the dedication for the reopening of the plaza with the new umbrellas and the addition of the Rotary clock. So that is our plan. I'm inviting all of the people that help make that happen, from BTC, from DHCD, our politicians, and our town politicians as